Let me see if Chris Demm agrees with my theory from yesterday. And this is only a feeling. This is entertainment-based. I think the Barbie movie is going to be a big flop. I don't think it's going to do well.
Because Oppenheimer will take all the sales?
Maybe. They're coming out on the same day.
Yeah.
And they've Oppenheimer, we learned this yesterday, is promising lots of nudity and sex. Prolonged nudity and sex.
Look, we thought the atom bomb story would hook you, but how about full frontal nudity?
You know, I said that. I said, isn't that mixing?
The story of the atom bomb?
It's a real...
There's naked people.
I couldn't believe it. Well, now, so I said that yesterday. I made that statement when you weren't here. I said that I don't think the Barbie's movie's going to do it. Dave Aiken said, boy, I sure want to see it, which surprised me. I have to say it surprised me. And then B.B. Shea.
Margot Robbie than Gosling?
I guess. And B.B. Shea sitting right where you did said, boy, I'm interested in it. I can't wait to see it. And Biggie said, it's getting great reviews. And it's PG-13. It's an adult. And then the TV had everybody who's anybody talking about it. I was like, am I going to have...
pink everywhere?
Had I just reversed Kelly Curse, the Barbie movie, and now today I'm seeing Billie Eilish is in the movie or has a song in the movie. And she's talking about the reason she decided to do a song in the movie was she saw it and said, this is the greatest thing I think I've ever seen.
The movie is like, it's fun and it's wild and it's like satire and stuff, but there's some real stuff in this movie that I was really moved by, and I feel really excited for people to see it and like get feelings, you know?
Apparently, when you see it, you get, as she said, you get the feeling. You get the feeling.
I think if I'm not mistaken, and forgive me if you guys have covered this already, but when Margot Robbie goes to a different premiere, she wears a literal Barbie outfit.
Oh, she does.
To each one. I mean, an actual Barbie outfit made human size.
I saw a montage of all the photos, and it's impressive.
It is.
I mean, whoever did it is dressing her is doing it right.
It's got flop written all over it.
Big time.
One of I can't. I'm no good at predicting movies, but I did see that The Onion said it took her almost 30 minutes to look like Barbie every day. That's a good-looking woman.
Oh my God,
almost 30 minutes in that.
I think currently the most gorgeous woman on film. I mean, yes, just gorgeous. It's got disaster written all over it.
Oh, yeah.
Those two, Gosling and Margot Robbie? I don't know about this. Yeah. One other thing about it. Women, apparently, and this is where Dave Aiken came up with something yesterday. Women on TikTok, apparently there's a scene in the movie where Barbie, Margot Robbie, steps out of her high heel shoes, but her feet remain in that position.
In that pose.
As a Barbie doll.
The doll's feet are like that, right?
Correct, yeah. So people on TikTok are challenging themselves to do that.
Barbie walk.
And breaking their ankles. And so doctors are warning, don't do it. And then Dave Aiken said, or do. Who cares? Do it if you want to do it. Billie Eilish also weighed in on all the celebrities, the singers that are being hit with things when they're on stage. And she says, it's been happening to me for years.
I've been getting hit on stage with things for like literally 6 years. I don't know why. This is like new. You know, people just get excited and it can be dangerous.
They're also not trying to hit the person.
They're never trying to hit. I mean, sometimes they are, but like it's absolutely infuriating when you're up there.
They're not throwing like tomatoes and orange. They're not.
No, they're not.
Is that her brother? It's her brother. That they
it's her brother. Yeah, he's like her producer.
Yeah,
they write all their songs together.
Yeah. So she said she never gets angry when they throw stuff on stage. In fact, she said, I understand why people want to do that. They want to become more part of the show.
I have like mixed feelings about it. Because when you're up there, it blows. But it's like, it's out of love, and they're just trying to give you something you're in like a vulnerable position. But I've been getting hit with stuff for like years.
She didn't care.
Didn't Harry Styles get hit?
He did.
In the eye.
He's the latest that got hit.
In the head with a temple with a phone.
Yep, that's right. He's the latest to get hit. Of course, the BB Rexa got hit. And then Adele said, I dare you to throw anything at me.
I still think the strangest one, and it didn't get a lot of play, is that someone threw dead ashes at Pink.
Yeah, really.
Like grandma's ashes.
That's pretty...
What am I supposed to do with these?
I think it's only because BB Rexa had her
Stitches.
Injury, or else the Pink story, I think, would have gone more, would have been bigger.
What would you like me to do with this? I don't know.
Shake it on the front row. I mean, what do you do?
She loved you.
I know.
Yeah. Throw it at the drummer.
I think I'd be flattered if I were Pink if somebody had thrown their grandma's ashes.
Well, I mean, to Billie Eilish's brother's point, I don't think most people try to injure
I agree.
performer.
I agree. But I do think the BB Rexa person might have been because they were talking about, I think I can hit her. I don't think they're trying to injure. I think they maybe were trying to hit. I think most people just want them to accept their gift or their phone and do the turnaround and the selfie, that kind of thing. This is the Tom Holland story. The last time we talked about him, now he played Spider-Man to great acclaim and has recently been in a television show, and he said he had to take a year off after it because he gave so much to it. It just left him drained, so he's taking a year. He has not had a drink this year and said that it has made him feel about 1,000 times better. This is why he decided not to drink.
I didn't one day wake up and say, I'm giving up drinking. I just, like many Brits, had a very, very boozy December. And I decided to just give up for January. I just wanted to do dry January. All I could think about was having a drink. And it just really scared me. So I sort of decided to punish myself and say, I'll do February as well. I'll do 2 months off. 2 months go by and I was still really struggling. So I decided that I would wait until my birthday, which is June 1st. I said to myself, if I can do 6 months without alcohol, then I can prove to myself that I don't have a problem.
And he did, which is really only 5 months. I didn't want to call him on it, but June 1st being his birthday means he got through the first 5 months of the year without alcohol. And then after that happened, and this interview was just the other day, he said, I got to June and I just kept on going.
By the time I had got to June 1st, I was the happiest I've ever been in my life. I could sleep better. I could handle problems better. I felt healthier. I felt fitter. And I just sort of said to myself, like, why am I enslaved to this drink? Why am I so obsessed by the idea of having this drink? It's honestly been the best thing I've ever done. I'm a year and a half into it now. It doesn't even cross my mind.
When I heard him speaking like that, I considered challenging our own Dave Aiken to give up the drink for 6 months or a year.
Or until his birthday.
Which is who knows when.
Yeah.
Is it next month?
Sometime.
It is, yeah. Can he give it up until he's got about 30 days left till his birthday? But
You
I'm,
know,
I'm not going to do that. I know the reaction I'd get to that. I know he'd put up, he'd put the bars up. He'd put up the, the shields and say, no, I'm not going to do it.
But I also think when celebrities do this, it's like kind of setting themselves up for in 6 months when they catch him having a beer. It's going to be like, oh, well, look who's getting drunk again, Tom.
Well, maybe.
And there was also something, I'm not sure if you guys picked up on it in the first Tom Holland clip, that sounds a lot like Chris Kelly. You love the denial, the pain.
That's right. Did you hear him? He said he had a boozy December, like most Brits. And then in January, he had a really hard time. And he thought, let me get through January. And then February, that's what he said.
I love the pain.
Now, I'll tell you this. I haven't had a drink this year either. And it's not because of any kind of alcohol issue that I have.
Please clap.
Listen, I don't want to.
Did a ripple go through the room?
I'm gonna sit here and say I'm better than anybody else. I haven't had a drink this year.
Please clap.
Because I started the year on a weight loss challenge at the gym and cut out alcohol. Didn't have any. I don't drink that much anyway. Plus, because my kitchen was in disrepair, we didn't have a Super Bowl gathering where I would usually drink. Then we get into, I don't know, April or May, and I do a new weight loss thing, a new plan, where they suggest no alcohol. So I just haven't had any alcohol this year. And I'm like Tom Holland, I feel fantastic.
Hey, edibles get it there.
I feel fantastic. Now listen, okay, yeah.
Now, will he take an edible?
Go do an edible,
Yeah,
sure.
I've had a few gummies.
I'll do an edible.
Who won't?
I'm California sober, as they say, and it worked for Miley Cyrus and Tom Holland, and it's working for me.
Sure.
There's this is a celebrity more of Chris Demm's era, Alice Cooper, who also was commenting on this and said, yeah, I had to find a healthy addiction because he knew he had an addictive personality. And what did he find? This is many years ago.
It's got to be golf.
Golf, that's right.
When I came out of the hospital, I said, I've got to find something that's going to take up my time rather than sitting around watching television, because then they put you in a position where you start thinking, well, I better have a drink, while I'm sitting here. So I took up golf. I live in Arizona. I get up every morning and play 18 holes of golf. And, I'm like a 4 handicap, so I play every day. I had to find an addiction that wasn't going to kill me. All my other addictions were killing me.
He had been in a sanitarium for 30 days, came out, trying to get sober, and golf, he says, saved his life because he wanted an addiction that was healthy for
That's
him.
been at least 25 years. Right?
Yeah, so that's what he did. He found golf, and that's his thing totally. I mean, he's always been into that. For Mayam Bialik,
Yes.
it's meditation. It's healthy eating and meditation.
I don't care about her.
What's stressing her? People like Weather Dave?
Yes. Let's see what yep. This is all about celebrities and their struggles. She was asked recently on an Ask Me Anything, do you ever feel useless, irrelevant, and worthless? And she said, every day I feel useless.
I'm not finished with my question.
Do you think it's
You started answering before I was done.
I think it's because of
Blossom.
Dave. I think it's because of Dave Aiken that she feels useless, irrelevant, and worthless. She says, I do feel that way. From where I'm sitting, people think I have a platform and I get to talk to people, but truly, I don't ever feel like I'm doing enough, so I really feel worthless. Plus, I hear the comments about my Jeopardy hosting, which have not been kind. Remember when she had to leave Jeopardy and Ken Jennings had to, because of the writer's strike.
She didn't have to, but she volunteered.
To leave it. Everyone cheered. All the Jeopardy fans were like, good, we wanted her gone.
I was one of them.
Yeah.
Dave, too.
Dave, he led that charge. To fight those feelings, she says, I exercise, I meditate, I eat healthy, and I get more centered and in a better place. Biggie tried meditation there for a time.
Yeah, could never do it.
Yeah, just your mind was racing too much.
Yeah, my mind just constantly moves. I wish my body would, but my mind does.
It's always your mind.
I read, here's an interesting little, I can't remember where I read this. It was about waking up in the middle of the night and trying to fall back to sleep or falling asleep when you have trouble. And there's certain things you're supposed to do. I've read one technique where you try to relax yourself from the toes up. And the other technique is you relax yourself from the head down.
Right.
It's a muscle thing.
Yes.
But, Biggie, to your point about meditation, they said that repeat the mantra, don't think.
Right.
Don't think.
You just say that over and over
in your head.
Don't think. Don't think.
Don't think.
And they do say
while you're, trying to relax your muscles.
Yeah.
I've always thought meditation was poppycock, but many people swear by it. They do it for a half hour.
These are the extremely wealthy.
And
Jerry Seinfeld and Howard Stern.
Well,
big into it.
I will say this. I find meditation to be something that's done by, like you said, the uber rich,
right,
or like the uber stressed out, and ones who just like, I have to take a minute to myself or I'm going to murder somebody.
Right. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe that's and Mayam Bialik's probably, I'd say she's probably fairly well off.
She's probably comfortable.
She's
doing pretty well. And
that Call Me Cat money coming. Well, they're not producing new shows now.
Jeopardy, and of course she's on Big Bang Theory and Blossom. They're doing a reboot on Blossom. I may have to start meditating with this.
With your new income?
And
with the podcast?
This podcast income.
What are you going to do with it?
Raining down on me, I have to meditate some, I guess.